Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and we are back again talking about yet again more Rippaverse detractors. We got today Big Daddy, we got Critical Nerd Theory, and of course Buster Baxter, aka Dick Masterson, still talking about this book. Like, holy crap, dude. Do you have a life outside of complaining about ISOM? Ever since you got called out on Flashcast, and ever since you had to have an open apology to Eric July for calling his business a scam, you've been complaining about this thing for like a month and a half now. It's just, at this point, you're just a loser. Holy hell. We're gonna get into it all, starting with these videos from Big Daddy, coming to us from the Rippaverse Goalposts Twitter account. Go follow him if you don't already, and follow him on YouTube as well. So let's jump right into this first clip here.
Maybe Rippaverse Goalposts will clip me. You want to know the funny part? When you track
Just had to turn that up.
the campaign, how many days it was into the first campaign, and you parallel that to how many days have passed in the second campaign, and you look how much money. The first campaign, at this point in the game, raised over $3 million.
No, it didn't. ISOM number 1 did not make $3 million in 2 weeks. It did not. It's an absolute lie. Like, I have videos documenting literally everything, and so does Rippa. So that's an outright lie.
Second campaign is barely treading.
Meanwhile, the second campaign has made more money in its first 24 hours over the first campaign. What are you talking about?
1.5 million. You do realize what that means, right? It means ISOM 2 is on track to make half as much money as the first one.
And Eric July fully expects that, and he's not going to be mad over it at all. He doesn't expect to make $3.7 million every campaign. He has made it perfectly clear that that is not going to happen every single time.
Unless they do some real fucking weird marketing gimmicks, or he fucking, pumps a bunch of his own money into the fucking thing.
So, basically saying that he'll cheat the numbers is what you're saying. Kind of like what Disney did with Captain Marvel.
The sales have fucking plateaued off. They've plateaued off. How many more sales is he getting? Really? Anybody who wanted to buy that book has already fucking bought a copy.
And how do you know that? I'm trying to understand, where do you have your evidence to support that? Also, he's dropping something called short boxes. I'm pretty sure people are going to buy a bunch. And I'm pretty sure there are going to be people who are also going to donate comics as well. So where do you get the information that every single person has already bought this book? I'm going to jump into the next clip, though. He says Rippaverse is dead.
It's big a fucking train wreck. Yep. The unspoken racism of low expectations. That's what this fucking shit is.
That doesn't make any sense.
Those people are the true racists. Big Daddy, I will call out that fucking shit.
You are a racist yourself. You claimed that all of Rippaverse fans are white middle-class people.
Care. Bad. I'll fucking call it out. Everybody out there that knew it's fucking trash but told him it was good anyway.
Again, that's an opinion. I can't believe we have to keep hammering into the heads of dummies that it is your opinion, or anybody's opinion, to say whether the book is good or trash. It is not gospel to say that the book is good or the book is trash. It's all opinions. And for the most part, most people who bought ISOM 1 have bought ISOM 2 because they enjoyed the first book and want to know more. Eric himself has seen repeat purchasers of ISOM 2 from ISOM 1.
The unspoken racism of low expectations. Wouldn't even pass the mustard with 5th grade creative writing. Nobody fucking told him it was shit. And now the second book is going to be a fucking train wreck. You watch.
Such a train wreck that it's already at $1.5 million.
It's dead. It's fucking dead. He killed it right out the gate. It's fucking done.
Sure, buddy, because Alpha Core number 1 and Yaira number 1 are not coming, right?
Every book from here on out is going to have less readers than the fucking first. He's never going to fucking...
You act like that's never happened in Marvel or DC. You act like issue number 2 in a Marvel comic hasn't had less readers than the first comic of a Marvel comic.
Have a book that eclipses the first one. He killed it right out the gate. Killed it with a shit story.
He killed it so much that the hype for Yaira and Alpha Core number 1 is extremely high. Killed it so much.
Confusion and frustration should never be the two main emotions.
Also, cover D is coming, so I'm pretty sure a bunch of people are going to want to own all the covers of ISOM. So that will definitely give it a boost.
You walk away from after reading a comic. And
I know I will.
that is the two main emotions you walk away from after reading ISOM. Confusion and frustration.
Maybe to you because you're not very intelligent.
It was a bad comic. Rippaverse is dead right out the gate. He fucking killed it.
Again, your opinion that it's a bad comic. Not an opinion that the general populace who bought ISOM number 1 have.
That book was so fucking bad, he killed his entire universe. Much in the way The Last Jedi was so bad, it fucking salted the earth, basically, to where no good Star Wars film could ever come after it.
There hasn't been a good Star Wars film that came out of Disney at all, so... Force Awakens was terrible, too.
So, too, was ISOM so fucking bad that no good book
Again, your opinion.
can ever come after it.
Again, will still be your opinion.
You can get Big Daddy himself to fucking helm this goddamn franchise and try to...
You can get Big Daddy to shut the hell up, because you are not intelligent enough to make your own story. You're so unintelligent that you're sitting here complaining about a book and wanting everybody to have the same opinion as you on this book.
Even Big Daddy himself couldn't right the ship.
Of course not. You're not very intelligent.
Nope, it's done. It's fucking done. Yep, stick a fork in it. Stick a fucking fork in it. Unless he comes up with some real clever marketing gimmicks, he may not even pass the 2 million fucking mark.
I wonder what the goalpost for this guy is going to be when it passes $2 million. Oh, he's not going to make $3 million unless he comes up with a gimmick.
Yeah, he tried to rely...
The more people that hate on this book, the more people are going to support it. Because people are sick and tired of everybody and their grandmother hating on something that they've never read, or they dislike it because of someone's politics.
Purely upon his e-persona and his cult of personality, he thought that the story wouldn't matter.
Okay, we're going to get into the next one. Detractor gets upset about a plot hole in ISOM 1. It's probably going to be something that doesn't have a plot hole at all.
Yeah, another part is when ISOM murders the security guard.
That definitely doesn't happen in the book, by the way.
The fucking dreadlock guy just straight up punches him in the fucking chest so hard he just explodes his fucking organs out his chest.
That's actually not what happens.
He's just bleeding on the fucking... He's on the ground bleeding out. You see a puddle of blood. The guy is
That dude gets back up. What are you talking about?
obviously dead. Looked like his heart got exploded or something. And then I actually had Rippatards try to tell me, and they actually thought this was a gotcha moment. It's like, no, he's still alive. Look closely later on. You see him. He's still alive.
Because he is. The people that actually read the book are the intelligent ones. You are not very smart when someone is literally telling you what happened and you don't even understand it because your little tiny brain can't comprehend it.
Trying to think that that's some sort of a gotcha moment. You don't
Because it is.
know nothing. That means everything you said doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. It's just your opinion. You're making a crappy opinion based on something you clearly didn't read because you're too unintelligent to understand the writing and the pictures that are handed to you in a visual medium.
Okay, first of all, let's indulge your little fantasy for a second. How? How is he still alive? He got hit so fucking hard, his heart exploded out his fucking chest, and
That's literally not what happened.
he's bleeding everywhere. How do you survive
That didn't happen either.
that? Jesus Christ.
This is how you know right off the bat that this guy didn't even read the book.
That's just.
Or he's being disingenuous. He's being intellectually disingenuous. He's acting like he didn't read it.
Smoking gun evidence of how shitty the writing is, if the guy really is still alive. And he's not.
No, you're just showing how shitty your reading comprehension is.
Still alive. And there's one character that has a man bun, who it looks like might be the same character design, but it's not the same character. The character that got hit had dreadlocks, and the guy had a man bun or whatever. But that was their cope. That was their cope.
It's not a cope. It's just them showing you how dumb you are. It's a self-own, essentially.
To cope over ISOM not being a murderer. They're trying to say that the guy was still alive.
He literally hasn't killed. He didn't kill a single person in the comic book.
But if he was still alive, then that is smoking gun evidence for how shitty the fucking writing is.
No, it just shows how shitty your reading comprehension is.
But these are people with sub-5th grade levels of intelligence.
You have the lowest amount of intelligence. You should not be talking any noise about anybody's comprehension when you can't even comprehend something as simple as that.
If young Rippa himself has sub-5th grade level intelligence, what the fuck do you think the...
He definitely has way more intelligence than you'll ever have, because I guarantee if you debate him, he's gonna destroy you in the debate.
Intelligence level of his fucking...
Rippa is literally undefeated.
fan base. Think about that for a second.
Eric July read 5 comics at most in his entire life. Meanwhile, he has short boxes and long boxes of comics. When ISOM number 2 makes less than the first, Big Daddy will have the last laugh. They need me for the marketing. Nobody needs you for anything. We just need you to laugh at and monetize. That's what we need you for.
It's just unrealistic. But that little piece of world building, it was never explained in the comic. No, you had to buy the extra
because literally it's a 3-part arc.
Bullshit to know that. All the trading cards, all the other bullshit.
No, you just have to wait for ISOM 2 and 3. It's a 3-part arc. And it's a launching pad for an entire universe.
Oh my god, what a fucking grifter piece of shit.
Such a grifter that he gave me and everyone else their orders and items they ordered. Such a grifter.
This is the reason why he put so many stupid little J.J. Abrams mystery boxes in the fucking comic. To try to lure people to his fucking Patreon, paid $99 for his max subscription.
It's not a Patreon, it's his own personal website. Because he's economically literate. He's economically inept. Well, I don't think inept is the right word, but he is smart with the way he makes his money by getting most of the profits directly to him rather than going through a second party like Patreon or Subscribestar.
So they could engage in the AMAs, the Ask Me Anythings, so they could ask him stupid little questions.
There's actually a lot of things that they can do, but of course, this guy is like the king of no research.
About Alpha Core and Yaira and the world, and what's all ISOM's real powers and the shit like that. It's a...
ISOM's real powers are on display in the book.
Grifter! He's a fucking grifter is what he is!
Again, a grifter is someone who is fraudulent. This is a word that people tend to use that try to discredit someone's character when they have nothing else besides using a word that they do not use properly.
I said that this guy probably read maybe 5 comics at the most.
Which is untrue.
This guy, he probably read maybe 2 comics. My
also untrue.
God. Yeah, fucking grifter piece of shit.
Again, gave me a product, not a grifter. You're just dumb.
But at the end of the day, when ISOM 2 doesn't make as much as the first one,
which is something that Eric July isn't expecting,
and he cries like a little...
Which is literally how typical comics work. That the second issue typically doesn't make as much money or sell as many as the first one.
Little bitch.
Which is something he's not going to do.
Big Daddy will have the last laugh, yes.
You can't have the last laugh when he's literally not doing the thing that you're claiming he's going to do.
We'll do the touchdown dance. ISOM 2...
Good for you, you're still a loser. Talking noise about a project you clearly never read, you clearly can't read properly, and something that you don't really care about, again. And you're complaining about something that someone else is doing, rather than doing your own stuff, claiming you're such a great writer, and yet here you are complaining about a comic book that you don't care about.
May not even make half as much fucking money. Yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of hate and spite marketing. They're going to have to do a
The only marketing this book has is word of mouth.
lot of clipping of Big Daddy and posting it on the goddamn Rippaverse Goalposts. It's going to be the only
You just sound very salty like everybody else who gets posted on this Twitter account.
way you get put over,
You wouldn't get posted on this Twitter account if you just shut the hell up.
punk. You got to use Big Daddy in your marketing.
Anyway, let's move on over to this guy, Critical Nerd Theory. Where's your video? We're gonna go through this video and see a bunch of things that you said wrong. Let's see what you have to say about Eric July Young Rippa using charity while bleeding subscribers. Now, I will say before I start this video, do not interact, do not comment, and do anything with this YouTube channel. Any comments you may have, leave them in my comment section down below. We'll have a discussion there.
Critical Nerd Theory. We're back, baby. A popular demand. Woo!
So popular, you have 242 views, and you're not really growing at all.
Well, lots been going on since the last episode. Young rippers out there ripping with ISOM number 2. It's like, hey, got $1.5 million
That's correct.
in a few days, couple weeks.
That's correct.
1.5. Very interesting for a channel that's bleeding subscribers.
For a channel that's bleeding subscribers, yes, he's going to show you this down here, right? He's going to show you the sub count, which, by the way, he never shows you the part up top. But he's going to show you that he's bleeding subscribers. It says he lost 1,000 November 2022, gained none, gained 1,000, gained 2,000, gained 3,000, gained 1,000, negative 1,000. Which he fails to show you is this right here, where he gains 1,000 in June. He doesn't make a lot of videos. He's been doing mainly live streams promoting his comic and focusing more on his comic book company rather than YouTube. But he definitely isn't bleeding subscribers. He lost 1,000 subscribers last month, but he fails to show you that he gained 1,000 as well. Let's go back to the video.
Check the SB. If you don't believe me,
Check the Social Blade, which I just showed you.
bleeding subscribers.
Again, he shows it to you because he lost 1,000 subs in the month of May. Meanwhile, he's been gaining subs all the other months I showed you. Besides that other month he got 0.
Bleeding. It's not growing. People are leaving. They don't believe in the hype anymore. However, if you
You don't believe in the hype so much that people are hyped again for Yaira #1 and Alpha Core #1.
to believe the views that his channel get on a monthly basis,
Like, dude, I get more views than you on a monthly basis. This is your views. You are talking so much noise about Eric's views, but these are your views. 42, 50, 44, 41, 31, 18, 23, 16, 17, 23, 163, 78, 56, 47. To his tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands on right here and right here. So why are you talking noise?
over 1 million views. Those could be bought.
Oh, he bought 1 million views. Interesting.
Now, this $1.5 million came from a little over 12,000 purchases. Now, keep in mind, some
He pulled it up but couldn't read the number.
of these purchases
Lazy content.
can be bundled. So it doesn't necessarily mean 12,000 people are supporting ISOM 2. Keep that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It means that 12,678 people have bought the book. It says purchasers, not purchases. Again, basic English can go a long way for you.
in mind, because he's looking at t-shirts, hats, freaking $28 posters. Really?
Yes, the posters are 24 by 36. It costs a lot to print posters that size.
So there's 12,672 purchases. It's a combination
Purchasers, not purchases. Again, English is hard, I understand.
of ISOM.
Well, we'll do it live too. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Just for transparency's sake. It says purchasers. Look, you want me to? We'll zoom in for it. We'll zoom in. Purchasers, not purchases. There is a difference between the two. And right now it's sitting at 13,377. Almost at 1.6 million. Looking at this, sold over 22,000 books. Direct to customers, by the way, not to distributors, not to a comic shop, direct to customers.
Number 2, bundle packs for number 1, t-shirts, all that merch. You get the idea. But here's the interesting part that I want to talk about today, which upsets me. And damn right I'm pocket watching. From the hoods, what we do, we pocket watch. The moment he moves out of Irving, Texas, I'll let y'all know. Speaking of Irving, Texas, where
Pretty sure he's not going to move out of Texas.
Young Ripper and I used to live, none of these comic book shops have even heard of him. I told y'all that a few months ago.
I'm pretty sure they have, because he's had retailers buy the book in bundles.
It still hasn't changed. They do not know who Eric July is.
And he really doesn't care. Truly, he doesn't care.
In Irving or in Dallas, Texas. None of these comic book shops know who he is. None of them. Support your local comic book shops. If you're really going to be a part of this industry, which he's not. He's an influencer who happened to make a comic book. So, now that we got all that out of the way, 625 donations.
This is, of course, this video was done about 5 days ago, so currently sitting at 979 total books donated.
Donations towards item number 2. 625. Young Ripper made a video saying he's teaming up with Comic Books for Kids. And you can donate books that will be given to Comic Books for Kids. And what Comic Books for Kids is, it's an organization based out of Chicago. They donate books here in the United States and the UK. United States and the UK. I guess that's where only places you have sick kids. I don't know. But to children's hospitals, military, things of that nature.
Okay, that's all fine and dandy.
So I saw this video.
So let's figure out what the problem is.
First I was like, okay, you're actually doing something good and not selfish with your money that we can't verify you have or don't have.
It's really none of your business.
All this is on your
Which, by the way, he was transparent with the first campaign and showed the money.
personal website. I was rooting for it. For a person that's always talking about money.
Because you literally get into the business of making comic books, you are trying to make money. And he's been perfectly clear about him wanting to have generational wealth.
I was like, yeah, Eric July is finally doing something good. Then I watched the video. It's like, you can buy item number 2. Then if you want to donate, you can donate a little bit of money. We'll cover the rest of the printing costs.
Okay, again, nothing wrong with that.
Shipping costs, whatnot.
So you pay for half of a book, he pays for the other half of the book, and then gives the book to the charity. Nothing wrong with that.
So I went to Rippaverse, went to the donation section, like he said. 5 books, $80. 5 books, $80. So I guess you get 1, they get 4, I was hoping he was doing a good.
No, it's you donate all 5 books. There is no you get 1 and donate 5. You donate 5 books.
Thing. But no, it's just another attempt to bleed your wallet. So I went to comic.
It's another attempt to give kids books.
Books for Kids. It's a charity organization. Went to their website. I was like, you know what? If ISOM 2 is doing as great as Eric July says,
It's right on the website. It's pretty transparent.
this would be a good opportunity to spotlight comic books for kids. Right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Went to their website. Comic Books for Kids. Charity organization. Saw Marvel, DC, all the usual suspects. Logos. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No Rippaverse. No mention that they were partnering with him to give books to kids. Now, why would a charity not want to be directly associated with Young Ripper? Interesting. I'll leave it at that. Why would Comic Books for Kids not have Young Ripper or mention this partnership on their website? Nowhere on their website.
Just gonna verify that real quick. Right. So we'll pull up their website. Right. Here's their website. These are industry supporters, by the way, for this guy who doesn't understand. Eric July's Rippaverse Comics is not a mainstream industry comic book company. They are an independent company. And it's funny that this person likes to be disingenuous. Again, just like every other hater and detractor. Likes to be disingenuous and doesn't actually show you anything. Right? So interesting how that works. So interesting how that works. Back to the video.
Even in their media updates, which haven't been updated since 2020. 2020. Comic Books for Kids. You can check it out.
Okay, so we'll check their media updates. Media updates. Wonder where that would be. Okay, this is where he's looking at. I'm gonna go on a limb and say, who cares? On that one.
Out right now. No mention of the Rippaverse. Speculate on why they do not want to be directly associated with him. Maybe they don't even know that he's doing this. And if they did, would they?
So you're basically assuming that Eric July is being fraudulent.
Want to be in bed with him? You tell me.
I don't know, that's what this video is supposed to be for. You're supposed to be telling the people watching it what you know.
Nowhere on Comic Books for Kids website doesn't mention Eric July, Young Ripper, or the Rippaverse, or ISOM. Nowhere. But what does Comic Books for Kids have on their website? All the people that Young Ripper apparently hate. Marvel, DC, the rest.
Because again, they're part of the mainstream comic industry, whereas Rippaverse is not. Basic, easy to look yourself and read.
If you want to donate books to children's hospitals and whatnot, pop figures, you can do it. Donations start at $25, or you can just ship your own comic books directly to them. They have instructions on their websites. You have some comic books that are in good condition that you want to give freely to the kids, do so. If you want to make a cash donation, you can do that. Starting at $25. Starting at $25. Or again, you got a couple long boxes or a long box, or heck, even if it's just one issue, you want to donate, they got instructions. You can either take it directly there to the office or ship it. You have these options. I do not understand this level of capitalism where you're going to take advantage of kids.
How is he taking advantage of kids if they're not even paying for the books? Make that make sense.
I draw the line at this. If you're going to sincerely donate to Comic Books for Kids or any charity organization, do it.
So essentially lose money on printing and everything else. Yeah, this is why people like Eric July don't take economic advice from what appears to be a broke person.
Don't do it when it's attached to a damn fucking comic book campaign that you're over there milking for your so-called fans. You could have donated to any charity in the world. You're over there bragging about being a successful black comic book creator. Why ain't you donated to any freaking black organizations?
Because most black organizations are clown world. And they don't actually donate anything to the people they claim to be supporting. That's probably why.
The organization doesn't have to be black. The organization doesn't have to be black. It'd be nice.
I mean, are you doing anything like that?
It would be nice. We know you're not going to donate to a gay organization. Every time somebody puts out a movie or a comic book featuring a gay character, you got something to say about that.
Because the book is basically centered around their sexuality, not about the story. That's why they talk about it. You're going to be one of those who doesn't understand the argument a person is making.
Even during Pride. Where's...
Who cares? Again, because it's in Pride Month, you're not allowed to criticize this type of stuff? Yeah. No.
your pride, young Ripper? Where's your pride?
There's no pride in your skin color, really. It's just how you were born.
I talked to you a couple years ago. Actually, it's probably been 3 years ago. I said you were cooning for clicks. You haven't changed. You haven't changed, and now you're involving children. I don't respect that. I don't fucking respect that on any level. If you're gonna donate, donate. Don't milk your subscribers who are slowly fading away.
Again, doesn't show the fact that he made 1,000 subs this month. Doesn't notice that his views are still pretty good. A couple million. Almost a couple million. But because he had 1 month where he had like negative 1,000, didn't show the rest here, and doesn't show that there's 1,000 this month. The
people that support you, they believe in you. A few of them even like ISOM. Not that many of them.
And we're back to the Dick Masterson talking points. With a few people like ISOM, meanwhile he's seeing repeat customers, and there are plenty of positive reviews, including my own, on this website. But these are the type of people that will will put it out there and make it seem like it's not a thing. Like people don't like this book at all. Because they see a bunch of random people on the internet being negative towards it, and rather than looking for the positive reviews of ISOM #1.
But a few of them actually like the book. But you're taking advantage of them, and you're taking advantage of comic books for kids by using their friggin' name to get more money for you.
He doesn't receive any of that money. And even if he did, it goes back into the business to create more projects, create more jobs for people.
I just don't respect it. So anybody, and I can't tell you what to do with your money. I can't. But if anybody really want to help the kids, help the hospitals, military, whatever, go directly to Comic Books for Kids. Donate your time, your money, comic books, pop figures, whatever the case may be, directly to them and not to Young Ripper. Please.
Again, the money's not going to Young Ripper. This is a fallacy. And you're being very disingenuous.
That's all I'm saying. Don't let him monetize off a charity. We already have enough of that going on in the world. Don't let him do it. Don't let him get away with this. Like I said,
What is he getting away with exactly?
I don't care about ISOM. I don't care about it making money.
And yet here you are, making a 12-minute video about it.
But I do care about the kids. And I care about, I wasn't even going to speak on Young Ripper. But when I saw this, you're going overboard, bro. You're going overboard. And I'm from Oak Cliff, Texas. You know how I get down. I will violate you and expose every little thing about you.
You gonna violate him. Expose everything, huh? You're definitely exposing someone doing great work and great charity work. Oh, so much exposed.
And I got receipts. Don't think I don't.
What receipts? You didn't present any in this video.
Don't think I don't.
Again, you didn't present any receipts in this video whatsoever. And last but not least, we'll go over to Dick Masterson, who is still crying about ISOM. Can anyone explain how the Buy ISOM for Kids with Cancer charity works? How much money goes to Eric July? How much goes to the Comics for Cancer Kids charity? The exact numbers are important. Yeah, they're not really that important to you. You just want to sit here and cry about it more. Which, none of the money goes to Eric July at all. It's a pretty simple thing. I would assume like most charities, the money pays for the items and the items are sent to the kids. That's exactly what happens. But they're $17. It's way more than the cost of a comic book. I never got the impression that the money was going to charity, only that people can buy the books and have them given to a charity instead of mailed to themselves. I could be wrong, though. It's hard to find details. $17 is more than the cost of the book, but less than the sale price. The book costs $35. What are you talking about? He gets to ship the items in bulk to the charity. He could ship 1,000 copies in 3 boxes and it would cost under $150 in total. Pick your parcel service. He can even ship several of the pre-stacked and collated boxes of books he got from the printer. Raising money for a charity, returning a profit while doing so is generally seen as not cool. Not what's happening. Haven't these kids suffered enough? We got, great opinion from Justin Wang. Definitely. Definitely got a great opinion from Justin Wang. Great opinion from Justin Wang. Right? Great opinion. No. They have cancer, now they get AIDS. It's like, this is of course one of Eric July's detractors right there. Because, they always have to insert themselves into everything. My understanding was all the cash went to him and the kids just got a comic book. No. They pay for the book and they go to the kids. Isn't a comic for adults? It has some adult language and themes. It shouldn't be targeted to adults. No. The book is targeted to early teens and up. No explicit gore, sexuality, or language in the book. Literally on the campaign page. Literally right there on the campaign page. Buy the book at full price from Air July so the kids with cancer can read and feel better about having cancer. $0 goes to charity to donating books. If I had to guess, it all goes to him. He donates to comic books and writes off the full price. So they're saying, this person's saying it's a tax write-off. Kids get ISOM because laughs is the best. And Air takes the money because money is the root of all evil. He's saving those kids from greed. No, the money gets used to buy the books. Dumping old stock for tax write-off. Yeah, definitely old stock. Probably costs $5 to print the comic. No, it doesn't. You're economically illiterate. You don't know anything about this book. The paper that the book uses, I can tell you, does not make the comic cost $5 to print. Though he says he owns his own printing press, no, to reduce costs or perhaps cheaper. If so, that would mean about 30% of every dollar going to charity. Sending adult-themed books that glorify or respond to, quote, disrespect with violence to kids isn't half the problem that modern comics are corrupting the minds of youth. Once again, comic violence, no explicit gore, sexuality, or language. It's all on the campaign. People just clearly want to be disingenuous about what the product is. As always. Full cost of the comic comes due on the death of a child. Wrong, all the money goes to building his warehouse 10 feet higher. Kind of like assisted self-deletion. This is how I understand. Buy the book, money goes to Eric, ISOM book goes to kid. Well, the book goes to paying for the print of the book. Well, in reality, it's just a big stack of paper and ink in it, so it's not valuable inherently. It's the ideas of the paper, blah, blah, blah. Some joke about the last comic kids being the worst and them critiquing it with a grade school teacher. I can't see out of one eye, but I see this comic writing sucks. Yeah, that was this dummy claiming that he gave it to a 5th grade high school teacher. 5th grade middle school teacher, sorry. Money goes to July, the kids get a book. On a side note, they will probably self-delete themselves after reading it, so it will ease their pain. These people are sick. All of it goes to Eric July. The comics are to delete the kids faster. It's a savings. He's passing on to the parents as not having to pay for the drugs. I think some of these kids are pocketing the money. The anti-woke grip, it was never marketed as an anti-woke. Insanely profitable. $35 for a crappy comic is bananas. Again, probably didn't read the book. You're probably just saying that because Daddy Dick Masterson told you to. Misread the headline. We're giving kids this cancer, sending them painted covers. Pours everywhere in the comments, that's for sure. It is that complex. It isn't charity. It's a grift. It's not. Poor is still at it. They're fighting cancer with autism, saying the book is autistic, I guess. The answer is, if you question Eric July at all, you are an ist. Depends. Are those kids showing him proper respect? Otherwise, there would be no money, only bad things. I'm trying to gaslight or bait any one of those Rippaverse guys into addressing it, but they simply won't. Right now, it seems like if you spend $17, Eric donate a $3 comic book to kids with cancer. That's not the case, and these people are lapping it up. If only 1% was going to kids with cancer, that's still more than what you give to kids with cancer. No offense, but you're kind of dumb. It's like these people don't understand anything. They just want something to cry about. Especially Dick Masterson always wants something to cry about nowadays because he's got nothing literally going on in his life with his crappy podcast, his crappy friend Vito, who can't sell his comic book very well. It looks like ass, in my opinion. See, I'll say in my opinion. And you just want something to cry about. You literally just want something to cry about because you have literally nothing going on as you watch the numbers go up and up and up. And I'll refresh this just to see, because it just went up another $3,000. 13,395 purchases as at the end of this video. 9,226 cover A, 9,776 cover B, 3,267 cover C's out of 5,000 that are total, and 981 total books donated. We're almost at 1,000 books donated. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Again, do not interact with anyone I've shown on this video. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way we get notifications anytime I post a new video as we push towards 1,000 subs for monetization on YouTube. I appreciate you all for being here, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.